Hello everyone, welcome back to Believer CS Academy, Bengaluru. Welcome to the Target Prelims 2025 session. In this session, we will be discussing previous year questions and we will be analyzing the important questions as well as how to approach these questions. We have already done in 2024 and we are doing 2023, and today the topic which we are doing is science and technology. So, in science and technology, there were around 10 questions in 2023. This 2023 was considered to be one of the toughest prelims, as I keep explaining to you. And there in prelims, science and technology also, there are questions which are very difficult, and some questions where like common sense could have been very useful. So, question number 1, consider the following statements. Some microorganisms can grow in environments with temperature above the boiling point of water. Some microorganisms can grow in environments with a temperature below the freezing point. Microorganisms can grow highly acidic environment with a pH below 3. This we already discussed in environment ecology, but this can come also in science technology. So I thought we'll just have a discussion. As I explained yesterday, microorganisms can grow in environments with temperature above the boiling point, because we know that microorganisms are present even in volcano or magma. So that is above the boiling point of water. And some microorganisms are present in Arctic region or Antarctic and another permafrost, where the freezing point is below the freezing point of water level. Okay, and some microorganisms can also grow in highly acidic environment. So these things, all the three statements are correct. So C is the correct answer. Whenever there is questions related to some, that most of the times those questions tend to be right. Okay. So here explanation: hyperthermophilic, that is superheat loving bacteria. Philic in the sense loving, phobic in the sense hating or non-loving. And archaea are found within high temperature environments. Microorganisms live in every part of the biosphere, and some of them are even capable of growing at low temperatures, including those below the freezing point. These microorganisms live in the sea or high mountains or in the Arctic region, etc. Then acidophiles. Acidophiles are the microorganisms that show optimal growth in highly acidic environments. Okay, these extreme acidophiles dwell in environments with the pH below 3, and moderate pedophiles grow optimally in conditions of pH value between 3 to. Okay, acidophiles are the microorganisms which love to grow in acidic environment. Okay, now question number 2. Question number 2 is, consider the following heavy industries. 1, fertilizer plants. 2, oil refineries. 3, steel plants. Green hydrogen is expected to play a significant role in decarbonizing how many of the above industries? Yeah, the correct answer is C, all the three. What is green hydrogen? Hydrogen is the key industrial fuel that has a variety of applications, including the production of ammonia, which is a key fertilizer, steel, refineries, etc., etc. So hydrogen is very key in many of the industries. However, all of the hydrogen manufactured now is the so-called black or brown hydrogen, because they are produced from coal. But when electric current is passed through water, it splits into elemental oxygen and hydrogen through electrolysis. And if the electricity is used for this process comes from a renewable source like wind, solar, then the hydrogen thus produced is referred to as green hydrogen. Okay, within the production of green hydrogen, there are different types of hydrogen. One is pink hydrogen, green hydrogen. Pink hydrogen is if you are producing hydrogen through if the electricity for splitting this carbon dioxide, splitting this water is coming from the nuclear sources, then it is called as pink carbon dioxide. If it is coming from thermal power plant, it is called as brown or black hydrogen. And if it is coming from wind or solar energy, that is renewable energy, then it is called as green hydrogen. So need for producing green hydrogen, this green hydrogen, okay, they are saying how many of the above can play significant role in decarbonizing. Okay, so they can produce any kind of raw material or any kind of waste or residue, but that residue can be changed by using like electricity from the renewable energy that can be used to decode the water or etc., and then convert into hydrogen. So it is helpful in decarbonizing all the above. Okay, and what is the significance of green hydrogen? The green hydrogen in particular is one of the cleanest sources of energy with close to zero emission. There is no emission of greenhouse gases. That is why it is one of the cleanest sources of energy. It can be used in fuel cells for cars and in energy guzzling industries like fertilizer and steel making manufacturing. Okay, green hydrogen can aid the desulfurization of crude oil without the output of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Hence, it can provide a clean on-stage green hydrogen supply, which will decarbonize the refining process of the and reducing emissions. So it can reduce the or decarbonize fertilizer plants, oil refineries, steel plants. All the three can be decarbonized by use of green hydrogen. Then another question, very difficult question, that is Wolbachia method or Wolbachia method is sometimes talked about with reference to which one of the following? A. Controlling viral diseases, viral disease spread by mosquitoes, converting crop residue into packing material, producing biodegradable plastics, and producing biochar from thermochemical conversions of biomass. These kind of questions, they are very tricky. These questions, you either know it or you don't know it. Here, it is better to take a chance and leave the question. If you think you are not capable, if you don't know anything about this question, better to leave, because here you cannot even eliminate anything, because if there were three options dealing with a particular topic and another option was dealing with completely different, then that option would have been the right answer. Here all the three are different from each other, so it cannot guess here. But according to the discussion, like according to internet, Wolbachia, the correct answer is A, that is Wolbachia are natural bacteria present in up to 60% of the insect species, including some mosquitoes. Wolbachia bacteria cannot make people or animals sick. Okay, since they are only present in insects, since they are only fatal or since they are harmful only for insects and they are not harmful for like human beings, they are more normally used in these kind of issues, that is reducing the spread of malaria by insects. For many years, scientists have been studying Wolbachia, looking for ways to use its potential to control the mosquitoes that transmit human viruses. The World Mosquito Program's Wolbachia method. This is from current affairs. If you have ever read about this current affairs, you could have answered this correct answer easily. World Mosquito Program's Wolbachia method. Field teams release male and female Aedes aegypti mosquitoes with Wolbachia over a number of weeks. These mosquitoes then breed with the wild mosquito population. Over time, the percentage of mosquitoes carrying Wolbachia grows until it remains high without the need for further release. Mosquitoes with Wolbachia have reduced ability to transmit viruses to people, decreasing the risk of Zika, dengue, or chikungunya and yellow fever. Okay, so they are increasing the number of or increasing the percentage of Wolbachia within the mosquitoes, so that they are incapable of transmitting virus to human beings. Okay, so this is the Wolbachia method. And then question number 4, aerial metagenomics best refers to which one of the following situations? Aerial metagenomics. Whenever there are certain terms like this, try to decode the term. First one is aerial, then meta, then genomics. After that, then try to see the options. First one is collecting DNA samples from the air in a habitat in at one go, understanding the genetic makeup of avian species of habitat, using airborne diseases or airborne disease devices to collect blood samples from the moving animals, sending drones to inaccessible areas to collect plant and animal samples from the land surface and water bodies. Okay, see, we said aerial and metagenomics. In all the questions, aerial is been used, that is air, avian species, airborne, and sending bones. So sending drones. So most of are similar, but the second part, that is metagenomics. So whenever there is metagenomics, there has to be some part about genomics or DNA, etc., etc. Now see, is there any genomics here? No. Inaccessible, collect plant and animal species, there is no genomics, so you can eliminate this. Next, understanding the genetic makeup of an avian species of an habitat and collecting DNA samples from air in a habitat at one go. So there can be like educated guess between these two. Okay, understanding the genetic makeup of avian species. Avian species are normally they are also animals, so there is not much difference in understanding the genetic makeup of mammals or land animals and the avian species. So normally understand genetic makeup of this thing is also called as genomics. Okay, normally it will be called genomics itself, but here it is talking about aerial metagenomics. So you could have guessed here is the correct answer could have been A. It is collecting DNA samples in the air or from the air in a habitat at one go. Okay, I know it is easy to analyze now and decode this, but at the time of exam you will be facing so many difficulties. But this is one of the way you can try to answer science and technology questions. Okay, then explanation. Metagenomics is the study of structure and function of entire nucleotide sequences isolated and analyzed from the organisms in a bulk sample. Metagenomics is often used to study specific community of microorganisms such as those residing in human skin, in the soil or water sample, etc. Whereas aerial metagenomics is a scientific field that involves studying the genetic material present in the air. Okay, specifically DNA and RNA of the microorganisms suspended in the atmosphere. It focuses on the analysis of microbial communities or microbes from air sample collected from the various environments such as outdoor air, indoor air, airborne particles, etc. etc. Okay, aerial metagenomics is the study of metagenomics by collecting the sample from the air. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Then question number 5. Question number 5 is about microsatellite DNA is used in which one of used in the case of which one of the following. Okay, microsatellite DNA. We can again decode here microsatellite and DNA. Okay, microsatellite DNA. So here studying the evolutionary relationship among the various species of fauna, stimulating stem cells to transform into diverse functional tissues, promoting clonal propagation of horticultural plants, accessing or assessing efficacy of drugs by conducting series of drug trials. Okay, so here it is talking about microsatellite DNA. Microsatellite DNA, if your option is anthropology or medical science, you could have answered this easily. Another name of microsatellite DNA is VNTR or STRs, that is short tandem repeats. These short tandem repeats are generally used in studying the evolutionary relationships among the various species of fauna. Okay, so the correct answer is here. But even you could have made an educated guess, clonal propagation of horticulture plants, that cannot be true. Assessing efficacy of drugs by conducting series of drug trials on the population. This is drug trials itself. It is not called as microsatellite DNA. And stimulating stem cells to transform into diverse functional tissues. There can be a confusion between these two, but normally microsatellite DNA or STR, that is single tandem repeats or short tandem repeats or mitochondrial DNA are normally used in studying the evolutionary relationships. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Microsatellite DNA, also known as short tandem repeats, is one of the best suitable genetic markers for analyzing pedigree, population structure, genome variation, evolution process, and the fingerprint process. So statement 1 is the correct. Then consider the following actions: detection of car crash or collision which results in the deployment of airbags almost instantaneously, detection of accidental free fall of a laptop towards the ground which results in the immediate turning off of the hardware, detection of the tilt of the smartphone which results in the rotation of display between portrait and landscape mode. In how many of the above action is the function of accelerometer is required? 1, 2, 3, D. Okay, now try to analyze the movements here. How many above actions here? Direction of car crash, etc., etc. Airbag is opening up, and then laptop is falling down. It is immediately turning off. Then direction of tilt of the smartphone, which is rotation of display between portrait. Like when you are tilting, it is going to shift. So most of the actions are similar. Okay, most of the actions are similar. So they are asking about accelerometer. In most of these questions, when the statements are similar, then the options would be D. And whenever there is a application of any technology or any device, most of the times the applications will be all the above. So here it is similar. See, that is all the three. Okay, keep this in mind whenever there is a question about application of any type, any kind of technology or any kind of instrument or etc., etc. Then most of the times all the options given will be right only. All the statement given will be right only. So here the C is the correct answer. That is, accelerometer detects signals that are used to identify major vehicle collisions and crash. That is correct. And then application of accelerometers extend to multiple disciplines, both in academic and consumer driven. For example, accelerometer in laptop protect hardware device from damages, turns off the hardware drive to avoid biting the reading heads, avoid hitting the reading heads into the hard drive platter, etc., etc. Accelerometer are also used in smartphone. For example, smartphone rotate the display between portrait and landscape mode depending on how you tilt the phone. And statement 3 is correct. Application based questions, most of the times all the answer will be correct. With reference to role of biofilters in recruiting a recirculating aquaculture system, consider the following statement. Biofilters provide waste management by removing the uneaten fish food. Biofilters convert ammonia present in the fish waste to nitrate. Biofilters increase the phosphorus nutrient of for fish and water. Like in the previous question, I said most of the times applications of any technology or any instrument will be all the above. But here, application of any new technology most of the times would be in a positive sense. Okay, would be in a positive sense. Most of the times the application would be positive in nature. So here biofilters provide waste treatment by removing the uneaten fish feed. Yes, correct. Biofilters convert ammonia present in the fish feed into nitrate. Correct. Biofilters increases the phosphorus as nutrient for fish and water. Okay, increase the phosphorus. Phosphorus is a type of nutrient, but it also acts as a pollutant. So do you think biofilters have the capability of increasing the pollutant? That becomes negative, right? So if there is a negative aspect or negative applications of biofilters, they would not be using biofilters. So most of the times negative applications will be wrong. So you can remove this option. So the correct answer is B only. That is, biofilters act to remove nitrogenous waste. So they are there to remove nitrogenous waste by products generated by fish protein catabolism and oxidation process. Biofilters typically employ recirculating aquaculture system typically employ a biofilter to control ammonia levels produced by as a byproduct of fish protein catabolism. Then ammonia is removed from aquarium system through the use of biofilter. The biofilter provides a substratum on which nitrifying bacteria grow. These nitrifying bacteria consume ammonia and produce nitrate, which is also toxic to fish. Okay. Then other nitrifying bacteria in the biofilter consume the nitrate and produce nitrate. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Then the biofilter state system reduces the concentration of nitrate, phosphorus. It reduces the concentration of nitrate, phosphorus, and ammonium ions from the synthetic water. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Okay, any negative that becomes wrong. And then consider the following. Consider the following pairs, that is object in space, cosmic bodies, and their description. First one is Cepheids, giant clouds of dust and gas in the space. Nebulae, stars which brighten and dim periodically. Pulsars, neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out of fuel and collapse. Okay, these kind of terms are normally used in the science column of the Hindu, or you can see these in any documentaries. If you keep watching any documentary about NASA or any documentary about James Webb Telescope, etc., you would be able to answer these questions. Okay, what is nebulae? Nebulae is the giant clouds of dust and gas in space where stars are born out of. Okay, stars originate from nebulae. So the correct answer is 2 is the correct description of 1 is the correct description of 2. So this is wrong. If this is wrong, then C, Cepheids. So this will be obviously wrong and this will obviously wrong. 2 will be wrong because this is wrong. So both becomes wrong. And Cepheids are actually stars which brighten and dim periodically. So they are not properly matched. So those two statements come wrong. Two matched or wrong. Then third one is pulsars, that are the neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out of fuel and collapse. Okay, this one is correct. Okay, if you have been reading science articles in the previous last 1 to 2 years, you would be knowing about pulsars, quasars, okay, neutron stars, etc. These are some key terms related to space technology. Okay, so pulsars are actually one of the large, most brightest objects in the world, in the space. So they say that according to NASA, pulsar is a rapidly rotating neutron star with a strong magnetic field. Pulsars are the result of massive star running out of fuel, collapsing under its own weight, and exploding as a supernova. And statement 3 is correctly matched. Whereas nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas. Some nebulae come from the gas and dust thrown out by the explosion of dying stars, such as supernova. And then Cepheids are also called Cepheid variables, or stars which brighten and dim periodically. This behavior allows them to be used as a cosmic yardsticks. Cosmic yardsticks out to distance of a few tens of millions of light years. Okay, they will be periodically brightening and then periodically brighten and dim. Okay, periodically brightening and dimming. So based on the distance or time between the periodic light brightening and dimming, you can make out the distance between two objects. Cepheids are also called Cepheid variables or stars which brighten periodically. This behavior allows uses a cosmic yardsticks. So this is the correct explanation. So only one is correct, and the other two was wrong. Then, which of the following countries has its own satellite navigation system? Australia, Canada, Israel, Japan. The correct answer is D. These are the static parts which we'll be learning about in science and technology. That is navigation operating systems in the world. Only 5 countries have this. 6 countries have operation navigation system. GPS, geopositioning system, is from USA. GLONASS is from Russia. Galileo is from European Union. Beidou is from China. Navik is from Japan. Sorry, Navik, that is IRNSS. It is from India, and QZSS is from Japan. Okay, so other countries, Israel, Canada, Australia don't have their own navigation system. The correct answer is D, Japan. This was a relatively easy subject or easy question. Then consider the following statements. This is also a very static part of science and technology, especially defense part of science and technology. Ballistic missiles are jet propelled at subsonic speeds throughout their flights, while cruise missiles are rocket powered only in the initial phase of flight. Agni 5 is a medium range supersonic cruise missile, while BrahMos is a solid fueled intercontinental ballistic missile. Both the statements are wrong because see the way or the movement of ballistic and cruise missiles. Normally, ballistic missile initially they are powered by the power. They will be powered by fuel, and once they are powered by fuel, they will be launched into space. And after they are launched into space, then they will move in this parabolic path, and then they will hit the targets. Whereas cruise missile, throughout its journey, they will be powered by fuel. Throughout its journey, they will be powered by fuel. Okay, if the parabolic path is followed by ballistic missile, then this straight line or whatever the line they want to be sent is followed by cruise missile. So statement is wrong. And then Agni 5 is a type of intercontinental ballistic missile. It is a ballistic missile and not a supersonic cruise missile, whereas BrahMos is a supersonic cruise missile. So these are static parts. You could have easily answered this one also. So the correct answer is D. So these are all the questions from 2023. This ends our discussion of 2023 previous year questions. We already discussed everything. If you have doubt regarding 2023 question paper, or if you have doubt regarding this particular video, you can write in the comment box. If you have any suggestions for me regarding my way of teaching or my way of explaining the things, you can write that in the comment box also. I will be open to constructive criticism. And also, if you think you gained something out of this video, if you think you like the video, then please do hit the like button and also comment on it and also share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.